It is day one of our trip to Singapore, and Little Bert is ready for his second trip flying.
My goodness, what a thrilling feeling. It's my first time traveling overseas as a grown-up, and of course, I'm doing it with my plushie. How excited Little Bert looks. We had a 5-hour layover in Melbourne, so we played video games in the airport lounge. Singapore Airport had a beautiful light show that we couldn't pass up. I'm pretty tired, but I'm so excited that I can barely feel it.
It is our first day in Singapore, and we're just spending this entire day exploring the city. It's so nice and humid here. I'm loving it.
Our first stop was Amoy's street food market next to our hotel. Then we decided to wander around and see where the road takes us.
Are you actually getting a picture of the house too?
The Porsche is great. So well framed.
We spotted a beautiful Chinese temple nearby. It was lavishly decorated inside with so many details screaming for attention. After exploring the temple, we turned our eyes to the busier parts of the city. We just wandered around, letting our whims lead the way. My mini plushies enjoyed the ride. Finally, the day came to an end and we went to Lau Pau Sat to find dinner. It's very busy here, but there is so much food to choose from. We weren't tired enough yet, so the Singapore night lured us into an evening walk. It's quite the view of the whole city from here. We spotted the very odd-shaped Apple store floating on the river. There was also a Louis Vuitton store on the riverfront. It sparkled like glitter. I had to check every pond for goldfish while I'm here. Sadly, this one had none. This building looks incredible at night. Time to lay our heads to sleep and head back to the hotel.
It's day 3 in Singapore and it is super rainy today, so I brought my umbrella. We're going to set out on many adventures today. I am so excited.
I found my favorite taro bubble tea while I was here.
Water. Careful.
For lunch, we visited a small French restaurant called the French Fold. They had delicious food. Eggy!
We've just gotten to Fort Canning in Singapore and we're going to take the moment to explore all of this beautiful greenery. It can.
I found yet another pond that contained no cute goldfish. We finally made it up to the cannon. You can imagine obliterating the whole city from up here.
And yeah, something going on inside. Yeah, it's a massive old jail.
It was incredibly hot and humid today, so the museum offered us much appreciated air conditioning. They had some beautiful art on display. I really love this installation with various animal sculptures. At the end of our day, we joined the wedding party for some celebrations. I love the dance and songs. Today, we ventured out to Little India. I found this cool blue drink I really loved. There was a shop with traditional Indian dresses. Everything felt so colourful here.
I think that one is quite nice.
Finally, a pond with goldfish. We hadn't had a good coffee in days, so when Jacob found this gem, we had to satisfy our cravings. I got this adorable cat plushie today. He reminds me of the cat oil paintings by Hannah. We found a Japanese restaurant hidden away in the CBD. It's my first time trying Japanese food and I was blown away by my truffle mochi pasta. Our main attraction for today is the Gardens by the Bay.
We're here at Gardens of the Bay. It is so beautiful. It's a lot cooler than expected though.
The plant life here is truly incredible. It's amazing how they've created this dome-like ecosystem where the climate feels totally different to the outside world. We spotted many familiar faces throughout the garden.
There's so many beautiful flowers here. The garden is absolutely magical. Beautiful sculptures, fairies, and characters like Winnie the Pooh and Alice.
We couldn't miss the tiny choo-choo sounds of the miniature railroad in the centre of the garden. I've never seen such an extensive mini railroad before. A very different experience was awaiting us next. Jurassic Park. I found my favourite dinosaurs here, the cute little compies. Thankfully, T-Rex didn't find me too appetizing. I loved all these cool carnivorous plants. Baby dinosaurs! This dino actually spat on me as I walked past. The plants here are so lush and green, you feel like you're in a jungle among all the dinosaurs. I found a giant snail friend. We saw some huge fish in the aquarium. The highlight of my day was finding this giant snail.
It's day 4 of our holiday in Singapore. We're here at the Jurong Lake Gardens, known as the Chinese Gardens, and we're going to get ready to explore this beautiful place.
I found this budding rose drink I was obsessed over. Ratties! This garden felt so serene, like it was a page straight out of some ancient Chinese fairy tale. Up until now, I hadn't realized there were squirrels here. This little guy was enjoying his nutty snack. It's kind of hard to see, but we spotted a monitor by the riverside. Gotta get those good angles. we decided to take a chill break here to gather our bearings for our next destination. We couldn't miss the night safari. Most of the creatures were quite hard to see, but once you did spot their cute little faces, it was totally worth it. I loved how these Indian porcupines danced in circles. It was so cute. This fluffy little rat was the highlight for me. I couldn't leave without some plushies. Today was Mehndi, so I got some parrot henna art. We got to be part of the traditional Punjabi wedding preparations. It was a shower of petals, dance, song and laughter. Everyone was so kind and welcoming. The wedding day is finally here. We're all travelling to the temple by bus. It's my first time wearing traditional Indian clothing and I feel so fancy. At last, the beautiful bride entered. We returned to the Teesside chalet where we were staying. It's really peaceful here. Our evening ended with a post-wedding get-together. We took a morning ride into the city. We had something specific planned but decided to explore a little first. Jacob couldn't pass up the Audi store. Our main destination was rather unique. We found a headphone store with a hangout space. Lunchtime called not long after. We went back to the French Fold restaurant. The tiles felt like a storybook here. One last headphone shop before we head home.
So Passeri?
Yeah, here you go.
Hello.
Finally, all my hopes came true. I found a pond full of beautiful koi goldfish. They were so fat and healthy. The wedding reception was so lively and exciting. But the goldfish was my favourite company.
It's the last day of our trip and we're here at the beautiful Teesside chalet, ready to head off and spend the last day in Singapore.
We took a final morning walk through the park near the chalet. There were so many animals living here. Finally, we got to the city and visited the National Art Gallery. We checked out the Asian art section first. They had a really cool library in here. The main attraction for me was their Impressionist art exhibition. They had so many pieces here that I'd never seen before. It always amazes me how different it feels to see art in person. There's something so unique about this experience. The little brush strokes, the way the light falls on the textures, it all brings together this immersion into the artist's world. I always wonder how these old masters must have felt about their art in a time where they really paved the way in a new direction. Each artist's work was so recognizable, so individual and unique. I marveled at their vision. They had an incredible ability to capture the world the way their mind viewed it. I hope I can take back some of this inspiration when I get back to my studio. Our eyes were truly spoiled today, and now it was time to indulge our taste buds. We enjoyed the most creative cocktails before our flight home. At the airport, I got to see one last beautiful goldfish pond. Little Bird is ready to get airborne. Give me a home among the gum trees, with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two and a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair.